Flashback to October 2015. Last weekend I was out at the bar when I ran into a Marine I know. His name is D. Whenever I see him, he is always drunk and always trying to take one of my friends home so he can sleep with them. He's succeeded twice. Now, while D can be a bag, I still brag about his friendship. My friend sits on foreign soil most of the time. And while normally we only make small talk, this time D looked me dead in the eyes. "Matt," he said, "I watched my best friend get gunned down on my last tour. I ship out to Iraq again on Friday, and this time I'm not going to make it. I can feel it. This time I'm afraid I'm going to die." I have never fully understood fear until I watched it emerge from the shadows, insurgently creep across his face in that moment. He's afraid he's going to die. My mind tries to grasp that thought, attempts to wrap D in its arms to comfort, but ends awkwardly because it cannot reach all the way around his body. I teach my students not to grow up like him. Not to be the guy always trying to take the girl home, but maybe instead I should be teaching them that sometimes bringing someone back home is the only way to make sure that they are safe. Home. Safe. We all want to bring our soldiers back home to America the beautiful, America the brave, America the safe. It is October 2015 and already 10,165 people have died from gunshots. 2,585 children under the age of 18 have been injured or killed by a bullet. There have been 266 mass shootings already this year alone. By December 2015, 3,228 more people will be gunned down. 800 more children under the age of 18 will be either injured or killed by a bullet. There will be 64 more mass shootings, totaling to 330 mass shootings in America in 2015, which means there was a grand total of 34 days out of the year when our soldiers could come home and not feel like they were still on foreign soil, not have to recoil from the bang of a barrel barreling down on them in all directions. Flash forward to February 2016, where 1,806 people have been shot dead in their tracks, where 466 children under the age of 18 have already been injured or killed by a bullet, where there have been 31 mass shootings already this year. These bullet points are not a collection of my opinion, no agenda from left or right-wing minion. And before you tell me to fact check and get my facts straight, before you come at me with Second Amendment debates, stop and realize that our own people are dying. That there have been 3,308 Americans killed by terrorists in the last decade, but 406,496 deaths in the last decade caused by Americans shooting their own. That one mass shooting is one too many. That the normalcy of it all doesn't make any sense. That there's no reason for all of this violence. And if you think that it won't ever happen to you, then just ask the people of Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo, Michigan is where I grew. For 23 years of my life, where on the night of February 20th, 2016, a man went to the extreme of randomly killing and injuring 8 innocent people with no motive, no terrorist cause, a man who chose to kill and act all on his own. It is the second time a mass shooting has happened in a place that I consider my home. The first was in San Bernardino, where I had shook that man's hand. He was the health inspector of the camp that I helped ran. And whether these things are planned or not, it is time we start to change the plot of this story and the story of my life. I never imagined that my hometown would become national news. Never thought I'd be associated with one mass killing, let alone 2. And the media wants to portray our town to be nothing more than a home to a monster, that its citizens are nothing more than sheep to their slaughter. But I am not crime or tragedy. I am not violence or bullet holes. I am not CNN or NBC. I am not statistic. I am not victim. I am not Jason Dalton. I am free wine and art hop. I am theater and poetry. I am craft beer and coffee. I am the Wings and the Kings and the Broncos. I am summer festivals and live music. I am student ghetto. I am the Holly Jolly Trolley. I am East Hall. I am peace and love. I am Tyler, Richard, Mary Lou, Mary Jo, Barbara, and Dorothy. I am Tiana. I am Abigail. I am Survivor. I am American America. It is time we stop waiting for change. It is time we look into the mirror at our own faces, our own hearts, our own minds, and actively go out and make the world a better, more compassionate place to be, because this doesn't just affect me, it affects all of us. Love each other. The world is watching this country blow itself up. It is time that we become our own superhero. It is time that we make our mass shooting count 0 from this point on. It is time we prove how hashtag Kalamazoo strong we are, how hashtag reunited states we are, America. Do not just pray for us. Do not just pray for Kalamazoo. Do not just pray for San Bernardino. Do not just pray for Charleston or Sandy Hook, Aurora, Virginia Tech, or Columbine. Do not just pray for us. Stand with us. Let's march Capitol Hill with our hands in the air, where our only weapon is the American flag waving high, with our patriotism beaming with pride, with the red, white, and blue stars in our eyes. Let our cries place flowers in gun barrels. Bloom bullets, a bouquet, stand together until our voices are no longer dismayed. There is power in numbers, and there are casualties in every battle, but do not let those casualties be in vain. Do not leave those victims left without a name. Do not leave those killers with a glory and fame. America, I am not trying to take your guns away. I am just asking for your help to cure us of this cancer. I have searched with all my heart and I still don't have an answer, America. I need your help. I need you to remember that no matter which way your politics fly, that every single day more and more people will unnecessarily die until we learn to unfold our fists. Learn to compromise. We're taught that our hands are meant to hold. We need to teach our hands the art of letting go, because when you hold on to something for too long, it becomes all you know. And that is why I will always stick up for my friend D. Because it's people like him that understand that having a gun isn't just a right, it's a responsibility. That turning the safety on doesn't always mean fully loaded. And while people still support the Big Bang Theory, I'll end this poem with a small inquiry and ask America, when the time comes and it is your child who's causing the blood to be shed, when it is your son or daughter with a gun to their head, will you still be the one who thinks that the fighting is bigger? Or will you be the one who finally takes their finger off of the trigger?